Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Monday, October 27th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. Start with the big picture. This is old information, if you will. The fact that we remain bullish through the rest of the year and into Q1 above 173.93. This rising flag or rising channel bottom at the top of a move, still bullish above 173.93. Bullish momentum remains clearly intact. But if we were to close in the coming weeks below 173.93, that would signal a good high for the year. Over the following month or two, I would expect the upper 140s. And as I've been saying, over the following 2 to 3 months, I wouldn't be surprised to see the 110s, 120s. No need to go there right now because we're still above 173.93. And in fact, there was a point not long ago where we were expecting 173.93, or in other words, I've got 172.94 here in this image, 172.89. I'm not quite sure what the discrepancy is, but it doesn't matter today. There was a point where we were expecting this low 170s following the settlement below a couple of weeks ago, the 189.44 rising channel bottom. That is still a respectable day tradable level, intraday resistance, but it really was the settlement that occurred on on Friday above, and I'm scouting out the location of this above the 184.67 formation that we see as a buy signal now, given the fact that we're still bullish through the rest of the year above 173.93. We're going with the buy signal above 184.67 as an indication of a likely upside follow through over the next 2 to 3 weeks into the upper 190s. That'll be in the low 200s before we know it. 199.91 remains a 2 to 3 week target now above 184.67. So 184.67, this could be bumped up to a 3-star weekly support. We may do that as we continue into Tuesday, Wednesday, but right now, session containment, able to contain daily selling pressures, possibly into November trade, and above which 199.91 now is considered a 2 to 3 week objective. On the way up, we do have 192.57 and 189.44.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
189.44, this former channel bottom. This could give us trouble for a good part of the day, maybe the entire day itself. In fact, you could call this a day trade unto itself. Buying 184.67, selling 189.44, pushing through 189.44, 192.57 in reach. 192.57 is the high settlement price, the all-time high settlement price on the daily chart, well suited to contain daily buying pressures. And if we were to close today above 192.57, which is right about here on the chart, and I don't see that today, but it is certainly possible later in the week. We're just another 3 to 5 days from reaching 199.91. So if you're a 3 to 5 day swing trader, you're buying 184.67 and selling 192.57, taking profits. I don't know about going short at 192.57, but I will say that if we close above 192.57 over the next few days, we enter another 3 to 5 day swing trade to the upside, this 2 to 3 week target at 199.91, then expected inside of 3 to 5 days, where we can top out on a weekly basis, possibly into later November. We do still hold to the 219.64 level as a likely 2 to 3 month objective, still holding above 173.93. And, closing then in the weeks ahead above 199.91 would narrow that to within just a few more weeks, where we could actually top out on a monthly, possibly seasonal basis. This is the full swing, taking that January high, subtracting the April low, and adding back to it the January high. It is actually, the market balances out at 219.64, where we actually could top out, as I say, on a monthly, possibly quarterly basis. And it is considered a 2 to 3 month target above 173.93. Now back to the downside, if we do close today back below 184.67, I do see this 172.89 to 173.93 region as being in reach again by the end of next week, perhaps. Call that a 1 to 2 week sell signal, closing back below 184.67. That is a failure to follow through on a pretty classic buy signal. I would expect 176.12 within 3 to 5 days. So this is your 3 to 5 day downside swing trade, closing below 184.67, anticipating 176.12 by the end of the week, and by the end of next week, 172.89. That 172.89 formation is the same structure we find on the weekly chart at 173.93, where we could bottom out actually through the rest of the year. So let me just cut back to this chart that if we close below 184.67, 1 to 2 week swing traders can play the short side down to 172.89, where not only may a short position be covered, but you can reverse and go long through the rest of the year, certainly on a 2 to 3 week basis, and quite possibly for the rest of the year. But we're not there right now. Where we are is actually bullish above 184.67, anticipating over the next 2 to 3 weeks 199.91. This correlates very well with the fact that we're bullish through the rest of the year anyway, above 173.93, anticipating 219.64 over the next 2 to 3 months. I think I've actually said it all. I'm going to leave it at that for Monday's NVIDIA report. Please click like, share, subscribe. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Tuesday's NVIDIA report. You have a great day.